welcome in and welcome back. Name's OK Repeat, and we are here with Kentucky Route 0. Just picking up where we left off, floating in this boat as we tend to do. And see that? It just looks like a swirling mess of garbage, doesn't it? Well, that's what it is. I don't know why trash seems to collect right there. Of all the spots in the lake, it always has been that way. Everyone just navigates around it, like it was an island or something. Look closely, you can see some wood scraps from an old canoe rental shop. I think I see some desks and chairs swirling around the edge there. Those are all-in-one desks, like they have been in schools if I remember right. It's been a few years since I saw the inside of one. Those must have been washed down from somewhere. Oh, I've never known there to be a school on the lake. Oh, there was Gemini School of Beauty. It was run by sisters Casey and Paula, indistinguishable except for their haircuts. But I wouldn't think they'd have used desks like that. We used to stop there most every night to let someone off for a cheap haircut. Student stylists, you know, they spared many a sailor the pain of a botched do-it-yourself do. But I guess they got in deep to the power company. Those blow dryers and curling irons burn a lot of coal. It's a shame they had to close down. The haircuts are gone, but the hair keeps growing. Yes, this colored place makes a decent local museum, as much as a good history as I could ever tell. We arrived at a small houseboat neighborhood that sometimes hosted concerts for the pleasure of its residents, where Clara was scheduled that night to perform. Junebug and Johnny watch the show from the dockyard with others. Okay, so it doesn't give us the choice. We all go in. I wonder if my previous choices would have influenced if there were more of a choice right there. Thoughts. Thoughts, you know? Big thoughts. A neighborhood. Woo! Go Clara! #1 fan! Woo! Interesting. I can't seem to interact. Just too many times I was supposed to be interacting and not interacting. Johnny. Oh. Junebug. Johnny, I remember this. Junebug, I told you yeah, you don't have to say it. Junebug, only because it's always true. Johnny, ha ha. She played at the flower shop. Serrano opened. He was having trouble with his tape machine, so he just droned out on the lap steel. He got really into it and he went on for like forever. Everyone was falling asleep. Junebug, not everyone. I remember the air was warm, perfumed. You were playing with some petals you found on the floor, and I was looking at the ceiling. I remember the ceiling was glass. During the week, that room was a greenhouse. I don't know where they put all the plants when they had bands in. Maybe outside if the weather was nice. It was nice that night. Warm. Smelled like spring. I remember the folding chairs, so uncomfortable, but I guess it was their only option. They had to pack everything up during the week so there'd be room to display the flowers. Junebug, wow, look at Ezra, he's wrapped. Johnny, haha, yeah, he's really into it. So, we were talking about him earlier at the gas station. Sure, I haven't forgotten, Cricket. I don't know that you were that on point. You said just a third person. Cool, yeah, I know. Any, what do you think about Ezra traveling with us for a while? We were in the back, kind of looking around, people watching, passing messages in code. People watching. I remember a cat sleeping on a chair, a girl playing a video game, a bearded guy sleeping in a chair with a bowl of chili in his lap. That seems memorable. He seemed cool. You were a little put off by the smell of the chili, I mean. Is obviously spiked. Even in that fresh, fragrant greenhouse, the boozy fumes stung a little. I've heard of cooking chili with a little bit of vodka, but that guy must have made a chili cocktail, like a Bloody Mary with beans. I would have been content just to sit in that folding chair and drift with Serrano's lap steel sand waves, but you were feeling restless, so we went for a walk. Junebug, if I sound hesitant or something, it's just... When we met, we were nothing, just these little gray shadows, and we grew and filled in, but we did all that together. Ezra, sure, he's just a kid, but he's already a person. What would that do to our system, our chemistry? We stepped outside into the warm night air. We took a wrong turn in the hallway and ended up in the basement. I remember the air was cool and damp, like a cave. I remember the lingering perfume of the greenhouse giving way to the earthy plant smell, like we were digging down into the roots. A grimy door in the corner caught my eye. It was a little spooky though, so we went outside instead. I remember the door was stuck. There was a large gap underneath it. I shined a light under the door. Through the gap I could see a brightly colored paper. You reached your arm under the door. You came back with a handful of dirt and confetti. You forced the door. It wasn't as stuck as we thought. The door burst open and we fell through. What happened? Junebug, hey, I got the masters for the new record back from Lazar. They're okay, but What? You listened to them without me? You were at the pet shop. I didn't think I could tear you free. Oh. Okay. Anyway, Junebug, there are a few spots where the strings distorted a little and the whole thing was way too much reverb, but overall it sounds pretty good. The new drum machine fits right into the mix. Johnny, nice. Junebug, the only question is how to do it live. I can't control the drum machine and sing and dance at the same time, and you've got your hands full with the guitar. We switched on the lights, we left the lights off. The room was crowded with colorful wreaths for births, quinceañeras, weddings, funerals, celebratory wreaths, but there was something kind of sad about it. We got back to the greenhouse just as Clara was tuning up. She relaxed her shoulders, took a deep breath, raised both hands into their precise positions, and the room started shaking. Clara hit a note that made the glass rattle in sympathy, a perfect 2 octaves lower. She looked like a sorceress tearing down the building with an effortless wave and incredible focus, coaxing the empty air into something kind of moaning, rattling demon. That's the thing about the theremin. It's the only instrument you never touch. You could see the wave of concern propagating through the greenhouse, people looking up at the trembling glass ceiling, looking at each other to see if anyone else was worried, trying to catch Clara's eye and discern if she was doing it on purpose or not, if she was really trying to bury us all in glass. Johnny, so how do you think we'll swing that, playing the drum machine live? Junebug, we'll figure something out. Maybe glue it to the back of your guitar. Oh yeah. Or swap the buttons out for foot pedals. Or put the drums on the tape beforehand like Carano does. Johnny, oh yeah, I guess we have a lot of options. Or you get Ezra to play drums for you. Junebug, life is full of possibilities, Cricket. Johnny, yes, ma'am. It was a tense 5 minutes. We, the audience, alternated between fearing for our lives and lamenting hers that could have given her the kind of emotional experience to play this devastating song. Then, slowly, gently, Clara's hands came to a rest. The theremin went quiet, the glass stopped rattling, and the room relaxed, unharmed. Yay! Not harmed. I met a photographer once, one in particular. She even took my portrait. I can't imagine why. She said it would immortalize me. That was a metaphor, of course. She meant I'd never be forgotten. Which is ironic, because Will is always forgetting. As she was disembarking not far from here, actually, the film fell out of her bag and was borne away by the current. I was working on the deck at the time. She shot me a sad, apologetic glance, but I wasn't bothered. It's no shame to be forgotten. Our passengers, 2 lighter, disembarked at the mail stop by the asylum. They couldn't seem to get that old truck started again, but we managed to roll it off the barge, with only a minor scrape or 2. At the last minute, Clara decided to travel with them for a while. Really? Clara's coming with me for a bit. Kate and I said goodbye to our friends, new and old, and the mucky mammoth rumbled on down the echo. Rumble away, dear little mammoth. I hope you can speak soon. Next scene. Silo of Late Reflections. Oh, is this the place that echoes? Curiouser and curiouser. Clara, what is this place? What's this place like? Dogwood Drive? It's in a small town, or... Shan't? I really don't know, haha. I've got the manifest the old man had in his truck here, reading Lysette's Antiques, mail order delivery, no return address, shipping address, 5, Dogwood Drive, packing list. And there's just numbers, I guess the inventory numbers of the antiques he's supposed to be delivering. Anyway, I'm glad you're coming with us. Clara, yes, I'm always eager to see more of the country. And I enjoy the company. I'll have to find a bus or a train to get to Nashville by evening. That was my thought, I was like, don't you have an appointment elsewhere to sing? Or perform? Shan, well, they have buses everywhere, right? Or hey, I could drive you to Nashville. Seems I have a truck now, only how are we going to get it up these stairs? Junebug, that's quite a staircase. Is there another route, a tunnel or something? Is there something we could do with rope? There's no way to get this truck up these stairs, is there? No way out but up. I guess we could wait for Mammoth to come back around and take us a little further down, but that won't be until late afternoon. Looks like we're making the rest of this trip on foot, without the truck. Is it safe to just leave the truck here? I don't even know what's in there. What if it's too much to carry? Nah, we've been loading and unloading gear since the stars were young. We're our own roadies, right? We've got expertise. To Johnny. Alright, Cricket, let's do this delivery packed and tied into bundles. We're hiking it upstairs. Ezra, what's in there? Antiques, I guess. Ezra, antiques. Quote, quote. Johnny, yeah, antiques are, it's like junk, but people will pay for it. Ezra, oh. Shannon to Clara, sorry, I guess you'll be taking the bus after all. Clara, it's okay. It'll be an adventure. Shan sighs and stretches. Junebug, tired? Don't worry, lady, we're almost there. Almost there indeed. Get you going. Oh yeah, they're not making it up those stairs. Not at all. Nope. Yeah, poor truck, we'll have to leave you. Hopefully we turn it off properly before doing any of that. End of the act. End of Act 4. Wow. So, this last one is a short episode. I wasn't sure how long it would be and I didn't want to keep things going too long. So, or maybe I'll cut it differently and cut out some parts and maybe that will be a long episode. Who knows, you know? The power of editing. But we are getting quite close to the end. We have the last intermission, the 4th intermission, and then we have part 5, which was in development for forever, and really is the epitome of so many years of work. I'm super excited to see this upcoming portion, to discover, for one, what the antiques are, for 2, where is Dogwood Drive and why do these people want these antiques, and 3, hopefully we can figure out what's going on with all of our missing party members, like Blue and Conway, who've just gone missing, and then like even other members we've never met, like Ezra's parents. Like, there's a lot of loose ends in this story, and I'd like to see at least a few of them getting tied up a bit neater, so here's hoping. But we'll see you when we see ya. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. If you have any comments about the story so far, anything at all in this whole episode or episodes, this whole act, do mention it down below. Speak now. I'm answering, I'm watching, I'll read it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. But that's going to be all from me for now. Hope to see you soon. Bye.